Today our topic is what the Stoics taught about time management. Time is one of the most valuable things we have, yet many of us waste it without thinking. The Stoics, ancient philosophers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. They believed that how we use our time determines the quality of our lives. They taught that time is limited, and we must use it wisely to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. Let's explore their ideas and see how we can apply them to our own lives. First, the Stoics emphasized that time is the one thing we can never get back. Seneca, in his essay on the shortness of life, wrote that life is long enough if we know how to use it. But many people waste their time on unimportant things. They get caught up in distractions, gossip, or chasing after things that don't truly matter. Seneca said that we often act as if we have an endless amount of time. But in reality, life is short and unpredictable. We don't know how much time we have left, so we must make the most of every moment. This means focusing on what is truly important and letting go of what is not. The Stoics believed that the key to good time management is to focus on what is within our control. Epictetus taught that we should divide everything into two categories: things we can control and things we cannot. We cannot control the past or the future, but we can control how we use our time right now. We can choose to spend our time on activities that align with our values and goals, or we can waste it on things that don't matter. The Stoics advised us to focus on the present moment, because it is the only time we truly have. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain, so we must make the most of the here and now. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, often reminded himself in his writings that time is precious. He said that we should treat every day as if it were our last. This doesn't mean living in fear or panic, but rather living with intention and purpose. If we knew today was our last day, we would probably focus on what truly matters: spending time with loved ones, doing meaningful work, and being kind to others. Marcus Aurelius believed that by keeping this perspective, we can avoid wasting time on trivial matters, and instead focus on what brings us true happiness and fulfillment. The Stoics also taught that we should be mindful of how we spend our time. Seneca warned against the dangers of being busy just for the sake of being busy. Many people fill their days with tasks and activities, but they don't stop to ask themselves why they are doing these things. Are they working toward a meaningful goal, or are they just trying to stay busy? The Stoics believe that true productivity comes from doing things that align with our values and help us grow as individuals. They encouraged us to regularly reflect on how we are spending our time and make adjustments if necessary. This means saying no to things that don't matter and saying yes to things that do. Another important Stoic idea is that we should not procrastinate. The Stoics believe that delaying important tasks is a form of self-sabotage. When we put things off, we waste time and create unnecessary stress. Epictetus said that we should act immediately when we know something is important. If we keep waiting for the perfect moment, we might never get started. The Stoics taught that the best time to act is now. By taking action today, we can avoid regrets tomorrow. The Stoics also believed in the importance of setting priorities. They understood that we can't do everything, so we must choose what is most important. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we should focus on our own duties and responsibilities and not get distracted by other people's opinions or expectations. This means being clear about our goals and values, and making sure our time is spent in ways that reflect them. The Stoics advised us to regularly evaluate our priorities and make sure we are spending our time on what truly matters. One of the most powerful Stoic practices for time management is the practice of memento mori, which means remember that you will die. This might sound dark, but the Stoics saw it as a way to appreciate life and use time wisely. By remembering that our time is limited, we can avoid wasting it on things that don't matter. Memento mori reminds us to live with purpose and make the most of every day. It encourages us to focus on what is truly important and let go of what is not. The Stoics also believed in the importance of balance. They understood that we need to take care of our physical and mental health in order to use our time effectively. Marcus Aurelius wrote about the importance of rest and self-care. He believed that we should work hard, but also take time to recharge and reflect. The Stoics taught that we should avoid extremes and find a balance between work and leisure, activity and rest. This balance allows us to use our time in a way that is sustainable and fulfilling. In addition to these ideas, the Stoics emphasized the importance of gratitude. They believed that being thankful for the time we have helps us use it more wisely. Seneca wrote that we should appreciate every moment and not take our time for granted. When we are grateful for the time we have, we are more likely to use it in ways that bring us joy and fulfillment. Gratitude also helps us stay focused on the present moment and avoid worrying about the past or future. Finally, the Stoics taught that we should use our time to help others. They believed that one of the best ways to live a meaningful life is to contribute to the well-being of others. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we should see ourselves as part of a larger community and use our time to make the world a better place. This doesn't mean we have to do big, grand things. Even small acts of kindness and generosity can make a difference. The Stoics believed that by helping others, we not only improve their lives, but also enrich our own. In conclusion, the Stoics had a lot to say about time management. They taught that time is our most valuable resource, and that we must use it wisely. They encouraged us to focus on what is within our control, live in the present moment, and set clear priorities. They warned against procrastination and the dangers of being busy just for the sake of being busy. They also emphasized the importance of balance, gratitude, and helping others. By following these Stoic principles, we can manage our time more effectively and live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Remember, time is limited, so make the most of it. Focus on what truly matters, act with intention, and live with purpose. As the Stoics would say, the quality of your life depends on how you use your time. So use it well.